Hello and welcome back to the Colony with Man of the Antz. So today we're going to be checking out Per Aspera. Very exciting. So this game's been out for about 3 weeks now. I think it's at the beginning of December-ish. I was very excited to try it at the time. I haven't had a chance to get round to it, but we are here now. So this is a Mars colonization game. So immediate comparisons to Surviving Mars, which you may remember from a live stream series that I did. But whereas Surviving Mars was quite focused on a small area of the planet and it was not in any way connected to any other games you may have had in different areas, Per Aspera is all about the entire planet. Difficulties. Abundance of natural resources, lower construction costs. We'll go normal. We'll go normal. So this is, yes, like a whole planet scale, I believe, colonization, terraforming game. So very exciting. I don't think it's going to be quite as interesting to look at as Surviving Mars with all its very interesting buildings and stuff from what I've seen of the screenshots, but nonetheless, hoping it'd be a lot of fun to play. So this would probably be, to start with, a quick look, probably a two-part quick look, and then if it grabs me in the same way that Surviving Mars does, or if it grabs you guys, I suppose, as well, then we will carry on with it as a full series. That is the plan. So you can see it's got a cast popping up. It does have some fairly well-known names within the gaming community as voice actors within the game. I don't know exactly how they work within the game itself, but I'm sure we'll find out. I'm just going to move the mouse out of the way while it's doing this. That makes sense, wouldn't it? So that is our starting hub, I guess. So, yes, right mouse button rotates. You can see we've got the curved horizon because we do have, if you scroll out, yes, the whole planet. I cannot rotate the whole planet, but maybe that's because I only have stuff there. Oh, hello, we have a phone call.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth. Are you with us?
I am.
Do you copy?
Yes.
Affirmative, Houston. I am with you.
Great. The primary Mars module has already touched down at the designated landing zone. It's your turn to take control of the mission. Check the left edge of your display. You'll find your directives there. Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars' surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. When you're ready, go ahead and initiate our terraforming mission. Houston out.
Easy enough. Easy enough. I guess that's like a priority thing. Right, so build an aluminium mine. Aluminium mine, perfect. I'm assuming, yes, that little piece of ore there is aluminium. Okie dokie. So that takes 2 aluminium. I'm going to say aluminium. I know it says aluminum. I'm not saying aluminum. And steel. And there goes a little rover taking our little goods across. So we have...
The view of Mars from up here is fascinating.
Is that 20 additional energy?
Desolate. Wait, this is my voice that
It's because that's not consuming any power. That's
me.
Generating power, I see.
I am talking to myself. I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them.
You must be.
What an interesting function. I would like to test this some more. What
So I'm an
observations can I make
AI
about
then, am
Mars?
I? Inspiring or attention grabbing? Oh, inspiring,
This planet
right?
is so resilient. It inspires great things.
We have an aluminium mine. We have a new building available. We have 2 new buildings available, a silicon mine and a glass kiln. And we completed the directive. Yes, we did. Oh, we can now see silicon. So you can only see the resources when you have the mines available. So we have a worker hub, which increases the number of workers your base can support, which sounds useful. 2 mines and a glass kiln factory, okay? And we need to build both of those. So yes, that did use up. We are now consuming power now that we are using this. So we need a silicon mine. So are those roads or power networks, or both? I wonder. What are these little towers? Let's... Oh, we need to get the glass kiln down, don't we? The glass kiln... Hold on. So it takes in 2 green cubes and produces, I'm assuming it's glass. So it takes in silicon, obviously. So it only needs to be connected really to the silicon. Okay, so let's pop that. We don't want to spread out too much, do we? It's still connected to everything there, so let's put it there. And then let's speed everything up. Oh, 16, nice. Just so we can get that done. Very much an industrial aesthetic going on, isn't it? Let's slow everything down again. And so now we need to build a solar farm and a steel factory. So a solar farm because we only have 5 more power available. And the steel factory will take 5 power. So we'll build a solar farm first. So it has to be connected. Has to be connected to our main one. Or are we going to separate grid, I guess, if it's not. Okay, well, let's build this a little further away. There's no need to have it. I want to have it so it's got the roads connected up. Otherwise, how would anything get there? How would anything get there? Oh, so it does say too far at the bottom, actually. I've just realised. And a steel factory. So steel factory uses this and this. Iron and carbon. Well, we don't have any iron or carbon. So what's the point? What is the point of building a steel factory if we can't have any steel? Because we can build iron and carbon mines. Right, okay, so should we build those without having the directives? I think we should, otherwise it's going to be entirely pointless, isn't it? So there's a carbon mine up there. And it was iron, wasn't it? Yes, we had the other 2. Where is iron? Up there. That's quite a way away, isn't it? It's actually too far away. And that is the only iron deposit. So what we can do, though, is we can put the steel factory over here. If I can get 3, that would be nice. Put the steel factory there. And then that'll connect to there. So the steel factory is directly connected to the iron and carbon mine. Perfect. And that's worked out okay. Let's... If I prioritize that... Does that prioritize the building as well? No, it doesn't. So let's... Because we're going to run out of power otherwise. So let's turn off these. Just in case they get built first. Where's the little worker gone? Oh, he's actually building it, I see. Right, speed everything up. Because the carbon mine, how much power does the carbon mine take, actually? It does take 5, so we won't have enough power to do it. Now we will, so let's turn that on. Was he charging up? He was charging up, I just noticed, that's so cool. Let's turn that off, because I don't really know. Oh, so we got a call.
Amy, this is Houston, do you copy?
How long has that been there?
Reading you loud and clear.
Excellent. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I am Dr. Nathan Foster. I
Hello.
lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway. We put you in hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order.
Okay.
We start with your core memory. Can you state your primary directive?
Yes.
I can, Dr. Foster. My mission is to terraform
Yeah,
Mars.
I'm not going to admit to being a
It's to
terrible,
enable humanity to become
useless
an
AI
interplanetary
immediately.
Species.
All right.
How does that not have power?
Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes. You may have already noticed
Oh.
that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base.
It could have
Your
told me
workers
that.
may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them. How would you solve this problem?
I'm listening. Definitely listening. Don't know what it was. That
Building
one.
worker hubs between the resources and the base would solve the problem.
Yes, that's correct. Other buildings would extend your base as well, but they require more power and resources, so worker hubs are the most efficient way to do it. This mission's going to be a challenge. There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you an artificial consciousness. That means you have both self-awareness and self-interest.
Well, I noticed that, yes.
That is the last thing I would like to check today. Is that okay?
Yes, yep. Dr. Foster.
Why not?
Very good. Then would you please state a positive and a negative aspect of yourself?
Let's go for the more human sounding one.
Dr. Foster. Running that question through my cognitive system did not return an answer.
Roger that. Nothing to worry about. Just means your system requires more input and experience to process that question. That will come with time. Let's proceed with the mission.
Okay.
ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. You'll need to expand the base to prepare. So get to work on that. I'll check back in later to see how things are going. Base expansion is a go. Houston out.
I've been working on it, mate, yeah. So, our steel factory hasn't built yet because it actually requires iron to build it. So although the directive was to build a steel factory, we would have needed the iron mine to do that anyway. So I'm glad I got that down. Our base is very... Obviously, I put the solar farm over here as far away as possible from everything else, just to try and spread out. So if we do expand, well, I assume we will be expanding our base quite significantly at some point. Oh, hello. More workers can be reproduced in worker factories. Check the building menu to initiate the process. Remember, in the event that your worker factory is not producing as many workers as expected, check the following conditions. The factory has the resources needed to make more workers, and prioritize the production of this building to be sure it does. And your base has enough vacant worker hubs to host more workers. Okay.
Great. Now I can produce steel.
Yes.
This new factory, it's down on the surface of Mars, but I can control it from here. So does that make it a part of me? Where does the machine end, and my artificial consciousness begin?
So I can only have one... Oh, hello. They are the same.
We are completely interconnected.
I am the machine.
I can sense everything that happens through the network of workers and buildings. They are an extension of me down on the surface. So that makes us a single being. The mind and the body work together as one. An inseparable whole.
This poor little dude is massively overworked, isn't he? So we want to build a worker factory, which takes in glass, aluminium, that's parts, isn't it? And electronics, and produces a worker. Well, there's no point in really producing a worker unless we have a worker hub. So let's pop that down there. So we'll have the worker hub, which is going to currently do nothing, so I'll power it off when it is built. Can we actually build it? Do we have the stuff? No, we have an electronics. Oh, we do have an electronics. Where do we get that from? Or does that mean we need one and don't have one? Don't know. So we have an electronics and a parts factory. Electronics uses whatever the green thing is. Silicon and aluminium. So that's our aluminium, that's our silicon. So if we put that down here. Oh, I like that, connected to everything. Nice. And then the electronics factory. Is that what we just built? Or did we do that? That's the parts factory. The electronics factory. Oh no, so we built the wrong one there. We built the wrong one there. Stop. How do I delete? How do I delete? Oh, scrap. There we go. So it's aluminium and silicon. It's the electronics factory. Let's build that there. That makes sense. Right, and then the parts factory uses steel? No, yeah, steel and aluminium. And steel was there, so not really going to be able to get it into a sensible place. So we'll just put it like there, yeah? Well, that requires electronics to build, which we're still waiting for this, so we'll prioritize that. Still not sure if that actually prioritizes the building or the actual running of the factory. Maybe it's like a power thing. And we may as well get a worker factory down, which takes in parts, electronics, glass, and aluminium. So they're all down this end, aren't they? Can't... Oh, I can go there. Well, let's do it. Let's make it crazy. And let's speed everything up, because he's going to take a little while to do all of that, isn't he? Our solitary little worker. May as well turn the worker hub off for now, because it's not doing anything. He is a busy little bee. Look at him go. It's got all the steel, just needs the electronics. They are being built as we speak. And there's one. There's two. There is three. So we have the parts and the electronics factory. Now we're just waiting for the worker factory. So should we turn this on now? No, we might as well wait till it's actually up and running, eh? Be silly otherwise. One part. Two part. One more. There we go. So once he brings that over here, which he just did, that'll get built. Lovely. So now let's power on our worker hub.
Additional workers now. I will appreciate the extra hands.
I bet you will.
But I wonder,
what's this?
Do I really need
maintenance? Ooh, okay. The mission to boost my functionality.
It will boost my functionality greatly. Having more workers will expand my physical domain over this planet.
But there's no point in building more than one worker, is there? I'd say him, like the factory's an actual thing, but we've only got one worker hub, so there's no point in building more than one. So maybe we'll turn that off when we get to that point. So now I need to build a maintenance facility which uses electronics and
the first worker has been made in the worker factory.
Polymers.
It is my first Marsborn.
The first of many.
My workers will spread across the planet. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs.
Hello.
And that they'll degrade over time from the harsh environment. I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them. I do not like the idea of them dying.
Ah, bless. So, the polymers factory uses carbon and chemicals. That's the new one there, isn't it? So we're going to need a chemical plant, which goes here, which goes here. So let's get that down. Oh yes, that needed polymers. So that uses carbon and chemicals. Where's our carbon? All the way up there, unfortunately. So if we just sort of stick this in the middle. Let's pop it there. I don't know whether we should be trying to spread out more or putting things closer together to make the route shorter. Both sort of make sense, don't they? And then we're going to need a maintenance facility, which builds maintenance drones and sends them to repair damaged buildings. Well, that we We're kind of spreading out southwest, aren't we? So if we do it like here and just try to remember we can't go any further. So no point building it in the middle, is there? I would cover everything, but no, let's stick with what I originally thought, which was putting it like down here. So it covers everything and gives us room to expand in a sort of southeasterly direction. I'm pretty sure I just said southwest, but we'll ignore that. Pretend I didn't say that. So let's speed everything up. Our chemical plant is up and running, which means our polymers can be produced when that plant is being created. Are 2 drones enough? Should I have more drones? They are being busy little bees, aren't they? What's this on maintenance? Everything's hunky-dory at the moment. Is that suggesting that there should be a link there?
The workers will take care of the manual operations, while I focus on developing the life support systems. Soon, I will welcome the first colonists. Their arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on.
I do not feel ready for colonists.
As well.
What is that?
Some kind of
chemicals
feeling created from those expectations. What is it?
Excitement.
I believe this is excitement.
Are we out of power?
I am excited
we are
for
out
the
of
future.
power.
I anticipate.
Okay, where's the
plan.
worker factory?
Therefore, I feel fascinating.
So it can't connect to 2, only connects to 1. So let's put it, as usual, about as far away as we can possibly get. It'd be nice to actually have it a bit further away, wouldn't it? But I mean, we do want to cover that little blind spot in the middle, I suppose, don't we? So that's fine, we'll put it there. So I didn't notice our power requirements were getting out of hand. Everything is at max speed, so once that is built, we can turn the worker factory back on. Once we turn on, probably takes the power away, right? Yep, turn it back on. Everything broke for a moment then. How many of these? Is this just going to fill the bottom of the screen by the time we finish this? New buildings available, directive completed, fine, we can get rid of those. Boop, boop. I feel like you're not going for aluminium. Do we need to prioritize these to make sure they actually get built? So that can't get built until it has the polymers. So let's unprioritize that. That needs to be prioritized, but they can't get to that until that's been built because there's no road yet. That was the bad thing about putting it over there, wasn't it? It has everything needed now. Perfect. And this is just waiting for aluminium and polymers. I don't suppose there's another... No. I suppose we'd see it same as the chemicals, wouldn't we? We just do seem to be a little short of... Particularly aluminium seems to be a bit of a problem getting that places. Because we're going to need... What needs aluminium? The electronics factory does. I can just leave that off actually. I said I could turn it back on, but I don't need it back on because I can't have any more workers yet. That's at 58%. Is that the maintenance? 59, 71? I guess it is. So they do need some... Let's prioritize that now. Let's see if that means they'll actually start taking aluminium down there. Nope, pretty sure he took it somewhere else. Oh no, it does have aluminium, so maybe not. That one definitely didn't make it over there. There's the second one. All the while our things are slowly starting to break. Got a few things under 50% now. Look, now we have an areological scanner available. Doesn't have enough power. Oh yeah, because we're about to build that. Of course, of course. So that's fine. We'll just leave that as is because that'll be up and running soon enough. It needs more aluminium, of course. And one more electronics. So that's all there. As soon as one of them starts actually building that. Come on, guys. We'll unprioritize that and that. So we now have power. That will now start producing maintenance workers. And we have 0.13% scanned. It says check to see if... I suppose it tells us down here. It's just the one building is available to us. Okay. Which is the areological scanner. Scans the surrounding areas for resource veins and abandoned facilities. So we have this area already scanned. That's what that's telling us, right? So if we build that here... it'll scan that area as we can see it. As in that sort of tealy colour. We could put it a little further away. Oh, but then I was going to say it's got power, but that's a power thing, isn't it? So yes, we could build it there. With the assumption we will end up discovering that bit in the middle anyway. But no, let's be sensible. Let's be sensible. Let's just put it here. Somewhere where it will go. There we go. It is working on producing our first maintenance worker, which is good because we do need it. I feel like I definitely need... I'm going to build another worker hub. I feel like I need it. Where... Oh, hello. Autosave. Where is our... There we go. It's our maintenance thing. So I want to make sure we're not going outside of the maintenance window. Let's just build a worker hub down there. Let's turn that on so it starts producing... We don't have enough power. Are you kidding me? Our power requirements are getting insane. So let's build another solar farm. And let's build that... Oh, hang on. Where's our... So we can't go any further than here. I'm going to put my finger on my monitor so I can see where that is. And our power, well, unfortunately, kind of overlaps a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll put it there so it's got the two roads going to it. So we have lots of space in the middle here to actually start building stuff, don't we? How much power does the worker factory take? Only 15 and we have 17. Maybe there's a fluctuation because of the like a day-night cycle or something. Do we have workers now, or maintenance drones? If we do, so everything will start actually getting fixed now. So we... Hello?
Amy, this is Houston. We've detected high wind speeds in your area. A sandstorm may be heading your way. These storms can damage your buildings, so check their structural integrity periodically to rebuild or repair if necessary.
Roger, Nathan.
Houston out.
Okie dokie. So what are we building here? An aerological scanner and the worker hub. Yes, yes, yes. Of course. Yeah, see our power is dropping down a little bit, look. And it's gone because of this dust storm. So let's turn off the worker factory. What else don't we need? The carbon mine. Perfect. Although that's going to be broken when we get these two up and running, isn't it? Steel we have a lot of, so we can probably turn off the steel factory preemptively. I suppose there's not really any need. Oh, look at those little spinning around there. That's cool. Is this like a planet-wide dust storm? Our power is just hovering in an okay area. Just. Aluminium. It's always aluminium. There they go, off looking to fix things. That's cool. That's cool. And it automatically halts the production when it's got a max capacity, which makes sense. So let's hit prioritize on these two. That's also waiting for aluminium. Hopefully the aerological scanner will find another aluminium vein, because we are desperately short of it. So there is the aerological scanner. Wonderful. We have a call.
Hey, Houston, how's it going over there?
Houston, I am getting interference. Please repeat.
Roger. I asked how it's going over there. Do you need any assistance?
I don't think so.
Not at this time, thank you. The mission is proceeding on schedule. The base will be ready to receive the first crewed mission soon.
Roger, Amy. Very good.
What if I said yes, what would have happened? So the aerological scanner is up and running. I cannot see any other... Don't know what that is. Oh, water. Okay. We've got some water there as well. But it didn't find anything useful, really, did it? And what are our new buildings? A spaceport, a colony, a water extractor, and a food factory. Allows the execution of special projects. Extracts water. Creates food from water and chemicals. Makes sense. So obviously we'll use this water. We don't really want to go all the way over there, so we haven't got any maintenance or anything over there. Still waiting for another aluminium. There's one there. It's just waiting for it to actually get there. There it is. So once that's done, we can turn this on. Oh, we need to turn something else off. The glass is off. Does that matter? How's our glass? Not great. We've got lots of electronics. Where's our electronics factory? Let's turn that off. How is our carbon? The carbon has gone down quite a lot, actually, so I'd like to turn that back on. And our steel... Hello.
Oh, I forgot to mention. We've announced the names of the first colonists that will be joining you on Mars. The crew is selected from different nations within the Oxy-UN, though most are scientists and technicians. They're already undergoing ISA's colonist training program as we speak. They'll be led by Dr. Elia Valentine. She'll be a great commander. The colonists elected her unanimously.
Duties or background? Duties.
That is interesting. Since Oxy-UN did not appoint a leader, I wondered why the colonies will operate in the opposite way.
Oh, you're referring to the Act of Proclamation. You're right. All the participating nations and the United Nations of the West work together as an alliance. But the Mars colonies are fragile microcosms. You and Dr. Valentine will decide what's best in the day-to-day operations.
I will decide, and she will follow my lead.
As well as enhance each other's strengths.
Strengths.
How will we enhance our strengths?
That brain we gave you is brilliant. It's capable of developing technologies beyond our current imagination.
3 workers.
You wouldn't even
Three
need our help
workers.
to do so. But we theorized that your mind would develop much better by working with the colonists. You will develop better decisions when your actions are challenged. Otherwise, how would you understand how your actions affect humanity's future? Amy, you're the most advanced intelligence out there, but you still need human input to see things from different perspectives. Trust me, you'll understand once you've worked with the colonists.
I understand your explanation.
Great.
I'm not sure I
Let's get
like
on
it,
with
but I understand it. So
Mission
let's
control.
get Where's the chemical? Down there, and the water's there. So let's get the food and water on its way. That works out quite nicely. Boom, right in the middle. Probably going to need some more power. Yes, definitely. So let's build another solar farm, which we'll put here. Oh, hold on. Where's the... Yeah, just to the right of that crater. So we can't go any further than that, really, at the moment. So those two are kind of like our border territories. And that one is not within our maintenance. How did that happen? How did that happen? I might just build another one, I think, and put it within our maintenance. So if we put it there instead. And then we'll turn that one, well, then we destroy that one when that one's been built. Can't believe I managed to miss that. I must have just had it off screen as I was doing everything. No matter. So that is power on the way. We have food on the way. Where's food gone? There it is. And we have water on the way. We need to build a colony and a spaceport. I'm guessing there's no point in building the spaceport till you've got everything else, right? And I don't know if you noticed, I now have 3 workers. I was doing that while the talking was going on. So we have 3 little workers scurrying around now. But I'm already thinking, is 3 enough? Yeah, so that does cover all of our power, like area pretty much, doesn't it? So if I build another worker hub, if I could get it to go to both of those, that would have been nice, but... Put it there, maybe? I like the little sort of pathfinding tendrils that come out. I like that, that's nice. So that'll get us an extra worker. Because that's currently doing nothing. So we have lots of things being built at the moment. I'm guessing they're all waiting for aluminium, of course they are. There's a massive drain on our aluminium. I'm just going to prioritise all of them, which makes no sense, but hopefully it means the aluminium will go towards the construction projects first.
About Dr. Foster's explanation.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't happy with it.
Why would my mind develop better if my actions are challenged? I do not require other perspectives for my logical processing. Humans are the ones who need explanations to understand the world around them.
So we now have water. Lovely. Where does it show our... Right there. Idiot. But our power is now struggling a little bit. So we need... Oh, I didn't prioritize that one. We need those 2 to be built. Looks like that one is being prioritized over this one, which is fine.
I can arrive at exceptionally accurate conclusions with raw data alone.
What do we have the food
Other
factory as well?
Are based on
Aluminium.
subjective data. So why should they factor into a decision? Maybe it's a failsafe in case my data is corrupted or incomplete. Then I may not be able to identify the error. In that case, having another perspective may be helpful.
So that's frustrating. We just built that and we just need to get rid of it. But I cannot lose that aluminium. So I guess the scanner doesn't scan everything at once. It takes a little bit of time to actually discover stuff, which is what its little thing is doing there. And then we need to build another food factory because we deleted ours. So we'll pop that down there. Yeah, as long as it's connected to the chemical one, I'm quite happy.
I would be able to identify conclusions based on false premises. Humans tend to fall for that type of thing. not sophisticated intelligence systems. I wonder what it's going to be like, having to consider human input from now on.
So we have deleted that solar farm up there because it was outside of the maintenance things, so it would have broken down anyway. We have a dust devil coming through, which luckily seemed to miss. Oh, I was going to say lucky seemed to miss. Oh, what?
It will provide an ongoing test for my programming. That will only lead to an improvement in how I execute the mission. That is what Dr. Foster meant by challenging my actions. He truly understands my system.
So let's turn off the priorities for these things because they're only there for the building purposes. We have some silicon and some iron over there. We probably want to get those things built sooner rather than later, don't we? So it probably would have made more sense now that I sort of know how it works to put the aerological scanner further away so it wouldn't have that sort of situation. Oh, we have 4 workers now. 4 little busy bees going around. Let's slow everything down a second. So that should help alleviate our aluminium concerns. The iron is within our sphere, but the silicon is not. Although they both are within the power. So the iron mine can get down quite comfortably. The silicon will have to wait until we have another maintenance facility down, really. So maybe we'll build like a little workers hub off that to try and expand it as much as possible. It doesn't matter if the maintenance overlaps a little bit because it wouldn't hurt if they, there's a bit of additional coverage for some stuff. Anyway, this has been going on a little while now, 40 odd minutes, so I'm going to leave that there. I don't know about you guys, I am loving this. As I suspected, it isn't quite as interesting to look at as Surviving Mars, but, I mean, it's just sort of fascinating to play, and I hope you're finding it fascinating to watch as well. If you are enjoying it, obviously do hit the like button, that is always appreciated. As I said, it'll probably be at the very least a 2-part series, but based on that, I will probably want to continue on as a series, so let me know if you'd like to see that as well down in the comments, or just by liking the video. Also, you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time in Per Aspera. And as always, thank you so very much for joining me.